Hey guys, what is going on? It's TP Gameboys here, and today we're going to be continuing our countdown series, Black Ops 2. A quick note on the gameplay. I don't have the best KD, but I do a really good job of playing the objective, and it's something we haven't played Drop Zone before, so I thought it would be something fun to do. And this really was the best gameplay I could get, so yeah. So, Jimmy, tell us what our topic is for this countdown video.
Alright guys, well, our countdown to Black Ops 2, we are 33 days away from Call of Duty Black Ops 2's release. I'm really looking forward to the game, and I'm sure all of you are too. But that is not the topic of today's video. Today's video's topic is our favorite gun from each Call of Duty. So Nathan, why don't you take over first with your favorite gun from Call of Duty?
There have been a lot of Call of Duties, right? We can all agree on that. There's been a lot of guns. There's a lot of choices up here, right? There's a lot you can choose from. And yeah. My personal favorite gun, I'm using it in this gameplay, but it's not from this game. It's the UMP-45 from Modern Warfare 2. It was a little overpowered, but it was still my favorite gun to get. I think I got fall for it, like every single Prestige. It was my favorite gun. I used it the majority of my games because I didn't, I was like 12 at the time. I didn't really mix things up too much. I didn't try, on big maps I'd use the UMP still, and I would do okay. I get sniped a lot in this gameplay, by the way. I just noticed that. Yeah, see it again. So, yeah, it was definitely my favorite gun. It's what I got my first nuke with. It's what I got my second nuke with. And I had a lot of fun with that gun. I just remember the good times. I had like a 121 and 13 or something one day. It was amazing. And, that was really, I had overall the best memories too, I think, with that gun. And that was my favorite moment too. We did that video. If you haven't seen it, check it out. And my favorite moment was my nuke, and the gun I got it with was the UMP, so it almost makes sense, right? So yeah, that's my favorite gun. The UMP-45. It's a little overpowered, I know, but I didn't really know at the time. I was 12. Didn't really understand. I didn't even know what OP was.
Didn't really matter to you.
Not really a gamer. That means overpowered. I didn't really even realize there were overpowered guns. I didn't realize they were lowering the damage of guns. It was crazy. And if you're wondering what my favorite attachment was, it was usually the silencer or rapid fire. Sometimes I put on that, but I found there was a lot of recoil if I put rapid fire on, so I usually just ran silencer. And yeah, that's my favorite gun.
Right.
So I'm gonna.
Well, for me, I had the same game, actually. Same game, different gun. My favorite gun was the Modern Warfare 2 M16. Actually, you know what? Never mind. The M16 was a great gun, I agree, but I just thought something even better. Personally, my favorite gun was the PPSH from Call of Duty 5. That was a good gun. That is by far my favorite gun. I just thought of that. I don't know why I did. But that was my favorite gun of all time. That was a beast. I remember that was the first Call of Duty I ever played. And I remember, like, not having live yet and going into, like, the little split screen mode. And one of the weapons you could use was the PPSH with the round drum on it. I would go in there. I would destroy my friends. I mean, I had a couple buddies that would come over every once in a while. We'd jam it up on Call of Duty, and
look at me.
I was a beast. I mean, I would never lose. I never ever lost using that PPSH 41. And then Verrückt comes out, and that was the first Zombies map where they used the PPSH. So here I go, in first game of Verrückt, open the box and boom, out of the box, PPSH. I'm like, this was in the game before, and I'm like, oh yes. I'm going to beast. I remember it was the first game of Verrückt I ever had. I made it to round 23. So, I mean, just that one little gun really gave me an advantage over the zombies. And then I remember finally actually playing live for the first time and wanting to get to level 42, just like with that PPSH out and just mow people down. And then the worst part about that was, though, you need 75 freaking kills to get the round drum. You had to wait all that time just to get the magazine you want. You didn't even have the right and I remember getting so mad because I didn't have the right magazine yet. I remember there would just be days where I would just like games I'd go like 2-50. I was horrible at Call of Duty back in the day. I'm just so mad 'cause I didn't have my magazine right, because I would always get in these firefights with like 4 people, and they'd just spray me down.
75 kills.
It was horrible. No, I was bad at the. I wasn't like no. Don't let me fool you. I wasn't bad. I was just kind of. I sucked. I had like a .75 KD. It was average. I mean, at best. But I mean, now I have like a .82. I'm much better at Call of Duty than I was when I first started. 1.82. I'm sorry. But in World at War, I had like a .75. I mean, I was so bad at Call of Duty. But yeah, I mean, I remember getting that PPSH and finally just realizing, you know, oh, I can really, you know, make them pay with this gun. And I whooped that thing out when I got finally round drum mags on it. And I just get attack dogs and, you know, all that awesome stuff. And once Modern Warfare 2 came out, I think it was, yeah, Modern Warfare 2, I kind of, like, I played both, like, almost equally, like, in gameplay time. And that's when I started to get really good at Call of Duty, and that's when I was a beast. I mean, I'd get, like, 52 in, like, 5 gameplays, just attack dogs, artillery strikes, blowing people up. And that's, I was kind of upset that they made Black Ops, because they, you know, they couldn't put the PPSH in the game. And they didn't put it in Zombies, even though they put the MP40 in. I don't know, that's kind of what made me mad. I really loved that gun. It was such a great gun. I have so many good memories. We always used to, you know, fight over who'd get it, and if someone got it and someone didn't, they'd be like, all right, put the gun back in the box. We'd argue over it.
You know,
yeah, Zombies.
We don't pick a gun.
Clarified, but I love that gun. Right. I loved that gun. It was, and obviously the same thing in Zombies. Not one person has to use the gun any given time, but that's what happened to we were young and we figured, oh, there's only one PPSH because it's so rare. Such a great gun, but I don't know why I loved it so much. It wasn't the greatest gun ever. I mean, in retrospect, I'm sure the MP40 was a lot better because a lot more people used it, but that was my baby. Oh, no, the PPSH was better in Zombies, but, I mean, yeah, that was my baby. That was my baby. You know, the Reaper, the PPSH, whatever you wish to call it, it was my gun, my baby. So, yeah, Spencer, what was your favorite gun?
I think my gun overall, out of all the Call of Duties, was the ACR from both Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. This gun had brought me my first Moab, but then again, my Moab came from just camping the whole time.
I remember that game. I got a Moab that game too.
And the ACR, I guess people would say it's OP in both games because it has great accuracy, great damage overall, and you can just like pick off people from short range and long range. So it's a really good gun. In Modern Warfare 2, I'd probably got fall for this gun multiple times from multiple prestiges, and that was like all I used, just like Nathan with the UMP45. And I just loved it. Like, that was my gun. Like, the number one.
Even though everyone else used it, you know.
Okay, true. It was. But, like,
I'm just playing.
Everybody did usually use that gun in Modern Warfare 2. I saw lots of people use it. So it could have been everybody else too.
It was really good in Modern Warfare 2. It didn't look right in Modern Warfare 2, though. I don't know what it was, but it felt like really blocky.
I know what you're saying.
The ACR in Modern Warfare 3, you know what I'm saying? It was always like that big round barrel, and you put any attachment on it besides red dot, it looked weird. I don't know. But yeah, that gun was a beast. I agree with Spencer. I mean, that gun, the ACR, it didn't have a whole lot of damage. That's the one thing I remember about it, and I usually use stopping power. Yeah, but in Modern Warfare 2, it didn't have a lot of damage, but that thing was a laser. That was the gun you were afraid of.
If you put kick and silence around that,
it's a great, yeah, it's terrific. I mean, that's a Moab getting gun right there.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoy. Thanks, guys. Bye.